What's up? Welcome to the Weege Show, special edition on location in North Carolina, where I happen to live. It also happens to be the home of Joe Gibbs Racing Motocross. Now, for the last couple of months, insiders within this industry, such as myself, knew the JGRMX Yoshimura factory Suzuki racing program was in trouble. The team has not had a title sponsor for over a year since Auto Trader chose not to renew its deal. They were propped up, of course, with the help of the Gibbs family supporting their own team and Suzuki's factory help. But at the end of this season, Suzuki started to try to pare back some of their racing efforts. So now the Gibbs squad is getting it to squeeze from both sides. So I decided, look, here's how we're gonna get answers. I'm just gonna drive to the JGR shop. In this edition of the Weege Show, brought to you by Race Tech. Yeah, you know all about the gold valves. Suspension will be plusher, have better bottoming resistance, and you'll have more traction, and gold valves are made and engineered right in the US of A. So get yourself set, look at the links in the bio under the video, like the video description, all that, and you get yourself some Race Tech gold valves. Now look, for all these factory teams, they have time to work this out. There's essentially 4 months between the end of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross and the beginning of Monster Energy Supercross. That's September, October, November, December to get this all dialed in. So really everything that's happening could be behind closed doors and there would not be any speculation at all. Except for the fact that there's these pesky off-season races that get in the way and riders want to race them. Joey Savacci, who has been rumored to be a part of JGR next year, has a bunch of off-season races planned, going to New Zealand and Australia, for example. And then there's Chad Reed, who's also racing in New Zealand and Australia. It's a really cool event, so I'm even going myself. Expect some Weege shows from down under. And then there's Monster Cup, where Chad also wanted to compete, but he didn't go there on a JGR Suzuki or any Suzuki at all. He went there on a Honda. So now the jig's up. The public knows there must be something wrong with JGR if Chad Reed goes to a race and does not race for the team that he was riding for earlier this season. So there's only one way to find out what the actual status of JGRMX is as of today, October the 23rd, and that is by pulling into their shop, which I'm doing right now. Let's knock on the door. Let's see if the doors are locked. And let's pay J-Bone and company a visit and see exactly what's happening. Bear with me. Well, there's a sign of something. There's a Suzuki in the back of a Toyota truck. Toyota, a long supporter of this team. That is a 2-stroke. So I don't think that this is a sign that the team's going racing in 2020, unless Savacci wants to be ultimate hero and racing all the RM250. The fans would love it. I know we all like retro, but that bike's not competitive in today's landscape. Are there RMZ 450 and 250s inside this shop? Let's see. Get a lot of Toyota trucks in the parking lot of the Gibbs facility. You know, interesting enough, this building is half and half. There's the motocross side, there's some other sides they rent out, but also the Xfinity NASCAR team for JGR works in this building. Here we go, we're knocking on the door, look. It says open. It says open, and there's motorcycles. Look who's up there. Yeah, Mitchell Key and myself. Hey, you guys are actually here.
Yeah, we're here.
All right, J-Bo said come on down and see if you guys are actually operating. So you're working today?
Yeah, we're working.
Mitchell Key's working?
Mitchell Key is definitely working hard.
Big Head Weege is working?
That's our inspiration. Every time we come in the door.
All right.
Inspired by Weege.
Okay, Budman's here, bikes are here. That's a cool Freddie Noren bike right there. Well, the shop's open. Budman's here, Mitchell Key, the engine guy's here. No meetings going on. That'd be awesome if there were a bunch of sponsors.
What's up?
Oh, what's up?
How you doing?
You guys are here?
Yeah.
There was an open sign on the door.
Yeah, we're open.
You're working.
We are working.
There's employees. Team's going.
come on, check
All
it
right,
out.
let's check it out. This is J-Bone, the team manager, in case you
Yeah,
didn't know.
we're,
We already saw Budman and Mitchell upstairs.
Oh yeah.
All right, there's work actually happening here.
You just
What's up,
randomly
Wes?
pop in here, huh?
What's up, Jared? Renee, Leroy. So the team is operating. You are working.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Mhm.
We just, yeah, normal thing, working on sponsors. We usually do this till, always takes longer than we think. Normally we are getting ready for a photo shoot early December and stuff's changing all the way up to that point.
Okay.
It's definitely a little slower than normal. We don't have as many riders signed as usual. We still have Alex signed for next year, but he's the only guy signed, so really that's
He has a 2-year
Kinda
deal.
on hold. He was
2-year
2 years
deal.
ago, yeah,
It's
so-
good. You didn't tell them to go search the classified ads,
No,
start looking
we're
for another.
Yeah, we are no longer going to do 2 trucks though.
Okay.
We are switching that up. So there's, we're downsizing for sure. Just trying to do what actually makes sense for all of us here. So that's what we're working on right now, but we haven't been able to move forward with riders. That's really what the main holdup is.
But there's an attempt. Like you're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
move
we're
the ball
trying, yeah.
forward and get this done.
Yeah, we've been testing riding. We did a Pirelli test a week ago for Supercross.
A test?
Yeah.
Doing tests?
Yeah, we're testing and riding and
Okay.
yeah, doing the best we can to be ready. That's what we try to do every year. I mean, we've been late other years, even signing riders. It's always later than I want.
Yes.
It used to be you could start pretty early, but every year, honestly, every year it gets a little worse. I wish it didn't. I always think, oh, next year will be easier. It's never easier.
Okay, but here's the thing. See, this is still Auto Trader's gone. We have not replaced it with anything
No,
else.
We haven't done that. Yeah, that's what we've been working on
Right.
for a while, and
There are irons in the fire.
there's irons in the fire. It just takes a long time. I wish it was quick, and I wish it was easy. It's tough. Our sport, you got to be a fan of it. It's as much as we think it's big, it is big, but it's not. Not everyone knows it. So
No, it's not mainstream.
We do have interest. There
Yeah.
is things that we're working on. It's just it's urgent. It's urgent to us, but it's not
Yes.
urgent to anyone else. They're
Okay.
still going to work. Just like we're here, people think the riders probably think we're not urgent. I'm urgent. I just can't do it. So there's
Right.
people in my position somewhere else that can't pull the trigger on sponsoring our team because it's just not the right time.
Right, and then you get all these people banging on you saying, "What's the latest? What's the latest?" And you don't have any.
Like I have so many
answers.
people that they tag me and post. I mean, come on.
Oh, like that's gonna.
I'm not the one that is doing this. I'm doing the best I can. That's all I can do. All these people mad that we couldn't help read. I helped read the best I could last year when we had nothing. I was honest the whole time. We worked together.
Yep.
We were able to go racing. So far, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
We could have went to, Monster Cup and done some other stuff. I just can't commit any further yet because I don't have everything situated. And hopefully we get it situated, but I couldn't. He needed to move on because he had these races
That he had to do. Yeah.
and I think he wanted to do his own thing. So it's okay.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't leave Chad Reed in the dust.
I
You just
didn't
can't really
dust,
do
and
anything
we
right
didn't
now.
leave
Yeah.
on bad terms. Like everything's, it's what he needed to do, and I'm still doing the best we can what we need to do. So, yeah.
All right. So there are bikes here.
Yes. there
Mechanics are working. Can you say who some of the riders you've had testing for you are? Obviously,
I
Alex
can't.
Martin. He's got a multi-year deal.
are. Alex was here.
Okay. This bike is blank. I don't see any numbers on it.
Yep. No numbers.
There's no numbers on this bike.
Yeah. I mean, we have plans that we'd like to do, but they aren't done yet. So, really,
Right.
You'll know the news when there's news.
So you've had riders come up and be like, "Hey, I know you don't have an offer yet, but I'll at least try the
Yeah, I've
bike
been
or
honest
test."
the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's probably why, there's stuff out there, but
Yeah.
it is late, I have to admit.
Yes.
Later than we all would like, but it's the way it is. I would like to say it could be different, but I'm doing the best I can.
Is there a chance that nothing happens? Like you can't even go racing anymore? Or do you think you can pull it together? Everybody in the shop suddenly like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
What?
I would have to think we could pull it together, but
Okay.
I mean, I can't guarantee anything.
So is it really like you just have a bunch of different scenarios, like Suzuki comes in or a big sponsor comes in, or if that doesn't happen, we do this? Is it like there's just different paths?
Yeah, it's all what you can do. The cool thing about us is Coy is not doing it for the money.
Okay.
If
Okay.
he was, we'd have been done a long time ago.
Okay.
So whatever we bring in, we can spend. So whatever we have, we can spend on riders.
I see.
Now, until we know the number, you can't figure out what we're doing yet.
But you could adjust.
We
If
can
it's a lower
adjust,
number,
yeah.
you can go racing that way.
Yeah,
If it's a
yeah,
bigger number, you go
That's
racing
right.
that way.
So we have
Okay.
to wait till we know. Obviously, Suzuki's a big piece, so we're waiting to finish that, and then we have a couple other irons in the fire. Hopefully something happens. If not, then we'll look at it all and do the best we can what we got. But the plan is to go racing. It's not to not.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a sport that Coy loves it, but how much do you love it? That's the thing. Like, I want him to love it and pay us all to do this, but it needs to make sense for everyone.
Right. It's not supposed
And
to
it
be
needs
just
to make
charity.
sense. Yeah, it needs to make sense for Suzuki. It needs to make sense
Yeah.
for every sponsor we have. So, Pirelli came here. All of us are planning to go do what we've been doing. Like,
Okay.
It's just been harder, and really the Monster Cup. We used to not ever do the when it was the U.S. Open, we never did it.
I think you didn't even do Monster
Then
Cup
what
several
happened?
times.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
do it. We don't do it. There's times we don't do it.
Yes. Yes.
But Toyota became a sponsor. That's when we started doing it.
Right.
And then we almost did it last year, but Reed actually wanted to do it.
Right.
So we went with Reed.
Yep.
He wasn't even on the team at that point. Really.
You had no contract.
Well, yeah, even when we rode the last national, it was like, hey, you want to ride our bike? So
Right.
we did that deal.
Right.
And we let him test until we had something. Then I said, he wanted to do Monster Cups. Like, perfect, let's do Monster Cup together.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, last year at this point, we were still working on sponsors also. It's not any different. It's just that, I guess, Reed went and raced, so it made it a bigger deal. And he raced a different brand, which
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I was saying.
that's what's, I guess, what's making it more than usual of a story.
Yes, when a rider that people think rides for you shows up not riding for you, suddenly you have like this 4-month span to iron it out. But these off-season races, people have to come out of hiding,
Yeah,
and then
these
people
guys-
see where you are at that moment, which was not supporting the guy who was on your team last time they saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's reasons all these things happen from all sides, but it's not like we kicked him out and he left mad. Like, it just was the best thing for him.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think for him to go do that, to do his Europe races, which are the ones that actually pay the bills these days.
Yep.
So I have no hard feelings. It's all good.
All right. What else we got in this building, by the way?
Dean walked in there for something. What are you doing, Dean?
Dean, more employees are still working. We're just verifying.
I don't know if this video is funny.
Dean Baker, the horsepower maker. Yeah, maybe not to you.
This video is not funny.
Maybe not to you. I'm serious. People probably think that there's an open sign on the door. That's the
Yeah.
exact opposite, I think, of what fans think right now.
Well, if I knew you were coming, I would have put closed. Just
To freak us
That
out.
would have been even funnier.
Just to freak
If
us
I would
out.
have knew you were shut up.
I'm gonna never
Put
pull the.
closed on
I'm gonna never pull the trigger. All right. Well, they're working.
Let's go look upstairs.
We're gonna get a little tour.
Yeah.
All right. Why not?
Show you what we got.
Okay. All right. Well, you got infrastructure. You definitely have infrastructure.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Yes.
We're just finalizing the details.
All right. Well, we're gonna get a little shop tour. There's some swag. Can people actually buy that?
Yeah, that's online.
Okay. That's what a lot of people don't realize. If you live in this area, Charlotte, these NASCAR shops are actually set up to encourage fans to come in, and they even have full functioning stores and cash registers for you to buy stuff. There's Spencer. Oh, there's the Bud Man.
Yeah, you finally made it
Yeah,
out.
and
Top
yes,
level.
I know. This is where I'm gonna
Engines,
sort of gonna mind
ready
my.
to roll.
This is a lot of work. Oh, you want to see something? Mitchell Key.
Mitchell's building it.
All right, you guys really are doing work. There really is work going down
Why do people think there's no work? I guess it's internet stuff.
because no one has seen any
It's
proof
these
of
people.
riders riding. Yeah, it's those
like
guys.
Ah.
Those media guys are out there ruining you.
Well, the biggest, really, until there's news, there is no news. So we've been
Right.
waiting till we have real news. We
Yes.
don't have news.
Until you have Instagram bangers of dudes doing laps at your track, no one knows for sure.
And I've been a little
Yeah.
quiet. I don't have
Yep.
a whole lot to say. So
Yes.
that's where we're at.
Okay, so this is Engine Shop, making horsepower.
Yes.
Good job, boys. It's Renee and Mitchell.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff right there.
Yeah, we're ready.
I don't even know. I haven't been to a lot of race shops. Is this a normal amount of engines? Like, that's a lot of engine. Or is it not just for your team? Is there a variety of things going on here? That's a lot of motors.
Oh, yeah, it's us.
That's just for a race team.
Yeah, it's expensive. That's what people don't get.
This many
People are
motors.
like, hey, just give me a bike. It's not just a bike.
This is
There's
unbelievable
way
how
more
many.
to it.
That's unbelievable how many motors you have in here.
Yeah. Well,
And you're not even racing
we
every
rotate
week right
them all
now.
the time.
Sheesh.
Rotate through.
All right, they got some bikes on the wall. Oh, this is Coy's little baby.
Yeah, this is what he used to do when he was here. He loved it.
Yes, Coy
Shirts,
made.
sweatshop.
Coy himself made T-shirts.
Yeah,
I used to see
pictures
it.
to prove it.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. Yep, Coy used to
Yeah,
make
he really-
T-shirts
he
for the
had a
team
good
right in
time
here.
with it.
Enjoyed that. So that's still here.
Yeah, our studio back there.
Oh, there's a Photoshop.
Photoshop, you can borrow it.
My wife's like any other mother of a preschooler. She takes photos all the time. We might want to use that.
Yeah.
Some parts in there. And then what's this?
Spencer and Yuzo are in here.
This is the highly advanced R&D department.
Here's the boys.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, close that. Close that. Close that. Get at it. Oh, that too. Oh my gosh, there's a graph on that.
Halloween.
There's a graph on.
Trick or treat.
Is there candy?
Yeah, have it. Have a bag.
Well, now I don't know what scoop I got, but I'm glad I came. I got candy. You do have a relationship with the Mars folks, so that
Yes.
does help on the NASCAR side. Yes. Okay, so
Get is candy.
that's all you get is candy. Yes. You would like a huge logo on the bike and a giant paycheck, but you'll
Yeah.
take candy.
Come on, Mars. Help us
Bring
out.
it in. Suzuki's are yellow. Look how perfect that
It
would
would
be.
fit. we could do this.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are working too.
Yep.
People are working. Don't show me the screens,
Yeah.
but there's real things going on.
Is there anything on those emails over there, Spencer? That's secret, that bad thing?
Luckily, GoPro.
We're good.
Yeah.
GoPro, you can't see.
That'd be. I don't think the resolution is good enough to zoom at
Secret
that
room,
level.
But yeah, you're here.
Okay. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of parts. That's like 35 race motors over there. I don't know what you guys are working on, but you're working on something.
Yeah.
All right, J-Bone. Well, thanks for the tour.
Yeah.
And I'm glad for the scoop to know that
Yeah, I'm glad if you're wondering, come on by.
where you're either ready to go or you're actually just going, I guess. You're not getting ready to go. You're just working.
Yeah, we're planning the same as we do every time.
Okay.
I guess this could happen anytime, so we just do the best we can.
Just
and
keep
we
going.
We chase sponsors. That's our job.
All right, that's JGR. They're still in business. We're just hoping to avoid this one right here.
Right.